Hello everybody, happy Saturday. Today we're gonna be hitting legs. I have very little brain power right now, very little. This much, as you can see on the screen. But we have been trying to grow our legs for a fat minute now because they need help. But I'm gonna be trying to show you guys how I'm trying to grow my quads, what exercises I'm doing, the reasoning for it, and everything like that. If you find this exercise I'm doing too easy, I'm gonna put on the screen as I'm doing my workout how to make it harder and how to make it easier if you don't have that equipment or if you just don't like that type of intense exercise. So if we're doing barbell squats, I'll tell you to do maybe bodyweight squats or bodyweight squats with a dumbbell in your hand, things like that. It's gonna be very easy, very helpful information for you guys, I feel like, because I myself am trying to learn as much as I can through videos and studies and things like that and personal experience. And hopefully if you guys are starting to lift or if you guys just like lifting in general, we can learn from each other. We have grow mode right now. Fruit punch, if you're new here, grow mode, alpha GCP, pink Himalayan sea salt, the good caffeine, no beta alanine, just a lot of benefits. The benefits are on screen here if you wanna wonder what I'm taking for my pre-workout. I did have a pre-workout meal, which was just breakfast. I just had 3 protein pancakes and some eggs. But if you're ever wondering how to make something like chugging some pre-workout fun or a protein shake, just listen to the Rattenbog song. If you guys know what the Rattenbog song is, if you're in college or high school, you probably know what that is. I'm not gonna explain, you know the deal when people listen to that song. If you haven't, you should look it up and it's very fun. But I myself sometimes chug either a protein shake or something for fun with my family. It's the Rattenbog song, so it is what it is, but it makes it more entertaining. That's all you really need. I'm gonna destroy this pre-workout drink and then I'll see you guys in the car for the workout, or I'll see you guys in the car on the way to the gym. Bye guys. As some of you may know, I just started grad school this week and it has been fun, so fun. And my time is short on the ability for me to do videos and YouTube videos. So my goal is to try to do 1 YouTube video a week, depending on either exams, things like that, because of course school's gonna come first, because I wouldn't have this channel without the ability to go to school to learn more, to be able to teach people and to try to better myself. So I'm gonna be putting that first, but I'm gonna do 1 video a week on YouTube here. So it will be like a cool big recap of the week and how things have been going. But I'm also still gonna be doing the short-term content on TikTok. So, but today, it is a Saturday. You'll probably be seeing this on a Tuesday or something. Depends on what's going on. And also, I want to do more editing in these videos. So I want to try to give you guys more information, whether it's better exercises, whether it's training things and research in the video on why I'm doing things. Because I feel like giving you guys that information and where I make my decision from will help a lot on how for you guys to base what you like and what you dislike on these things. So, yes. Other than that, today we're going to be starting, I think, with leg press, because I've been starting with leg press a lot lately. And for you guys that are just now, if you're starting to work out and you're new to it, a lot of times with progressive overload, the only way you can tell if you're making progress is you have to stay consistent with an exercise or a sets of exercises throughout about, I would say, 2 to 3 months to really tell if you're getting the benefit and the strength increase and things like that. Because if you keep switching back and forth from exercises and everything like that all the time, it's actually not the best for you. But I would say if you're starting with leg press on leg day and you're trying to grow your quads, I would do that for about 6 to 8 to 10 weeks. That's a little drastic, maybe to not 10 weeks, but consistently enough to where you can keep trying to make progress, up the weight a little bit, up the intensity, up the or slow down the tempo of the reps. So trying to go slower on the eccentric, things like that, trying to get a stretch, for the exercise. So yeah, hopefully that helps you guys a little bit, but I'm gonna stop yapping. We just got to the gym and I'm going to see you guys in there. Bye guys. Exercise, like we said, is gonna be leg press. My number 1 tip I would say is start with a very light weight in the beginning. Focus on the tempo that you're gonna have when you have a higher weight. So make sure you practice bracing. Make sure you practice keeping your lower back and your butt against the back behind of the seat. Trying to make sure your head is against the seat, because there's a reason there's a seat behind you, to make sure you're stable and you're not tensing other muscles that don't need to be tensed.
with this exercise, this is the muscles that are gonna be hit on the screen. And this is another exercise that can make it harder. Here is a example of an exercise that is easier than leg press, but this is gonna be my second to top set or top set, I don't know yet, depending on how we feel. But here's what a set of leg press should look like. Making sure you also grab these bars and holding on, because there is a study done that shows bracing with your hands can, in general, give you more strength and more stability. So. Making sure you breathe in on the eccentric portion, and on the concentric portion, pushing away, you breathe out. We don't want to hold our breath the whole time because it's not good for performance. Alrighty, cool. So this exercise is called a pendulum squat. What you pretty much do is you're gonna put weight on the end of this, and then you're gonna be like at an angle almost doing a squat. So here's what the muscle group that has been hitting, which is gonna be mainly the quads, because we're doing a lot of knee flexion, which was in the knee, goes over the ankles like this. But here on the screen, you'll see an easier exercise you can do instead of this, and then a harder exercise. There isn't much harder exercise than a pendulum squat. I think this is probably my least favorite exercise in the world. But once again, when you're doing this exercise, make sure you're having someone spot you, because there's no real way of being able to stop a moving pendulum squat if you fail. So that's why I'm gonna have Orion at the very end of the exercise, kind of having his hands guarded right by where the weight is to help me if I fail. But this is gonna be super important to make sure we're monitoring our breathing and things like that. So let's go see what this looks like as the top set. Also, if you're not used to going past 90 degrees, don't try it. Make sure you're going on an exercise that's way less of a strenuous activity, like a hack squat or something. There's not as much tension on the quads, because you have to slowly practice getting past 90. Don't try to do it right off the bat. I'm gonna throw up. All right. That was great. It was a great time. That was our second set. I'm gonna do one more. I'm not gonna film it for that because it's kind of ugly. But we'll see you for the next exercise. Either or. This is going to be our one hamstring targeted movement. This is a standing bilateral hamstring curl with dumbbells as the tension. And for this exercise, what we're gonna be doing is we're just gonna be standing straight up and down and then bringing the weight to our gluteus maximus, your butt, pretty much. This is on the screen of what muscles we're gonna be hitting, and then it's more so the upper hamstring towards the gluteus medius and maximus is what this is gonna hit. But in past videos, you've seen me do seated hamstring curls, and that's gonna be hitting more of your overall hamstring towards the knee joint around there, trying to grow the behind the leg in a sense, this muscle. If you don't have this machine at your gym, it's okay. Here are a bunch of exercises that you can be doing instead of that. Even with dumbbells, you can be doing RDLs. But other than that, let's do this. And shooting for 10 to 12 reps, 3 sets like always, and making sure the concentric and eccentric are nice and controlled. When you do the concentric, like this part of the exercise, bringing that weight up to your butt pretty much, you're gonna make sure that you're gonna be trying to squeeze and having as much motor recruitment as possible, squeezing the muscle in the concentric and trying to create almost in a sense a lot of power like that to make sure you, oh, it's cramping, to make sure you can bring the weight, like actually do the exercise. It has been shown that you're gonna get more recruitment, which is gonna, in a sense, have higher hypertrophy levels and more strength, because that is, I would say, the hardest part is the concentric portion of each exercise. The eccentric is pretty easy because your leg is able to actually take more of the load even when you're more tired. So, all right, I'm gonna stop yapping and do that. I can do the set. See you for the next exercise. Fuck it. All right. Final exercise we're doing calf raises. This is standing calf raises with machine weight right here, as you can see. But for this, it has been shown that training calves in the more so lengthened position or the stretched when your ankle is at the lowest point possible, as you can see, I think. I don't know if you can see it. If you've done a calf stretch and you have felt the tension in your calf, that is what we're gonna feel at the very bottom of this exercise, that same sort of stretching yoga feeling. But as you can see on here, if you do not have this machine, there's no worries. You can do this with a Smith machine, a leg press machine. You can do this with dumbbells, depending on whatever you have. As you can see on the screen, this is what muscle we're being using. But if you're also trying to grow calves, whatever muscle you're trying to hit that day or grow, just like what we did, you're gonna want to hit that muscle in the beginning of the exercise because you have more motor recruitment and your central nervous system and things like that are more fresh, and you have more energy in your muscles and your liver for your glycogen. So I should have been doing this for the beginning of our exercise because my calves are probably the worst muscle on my entire body, but I really want to hit quads with my buddy Orion. So that's kind of like what we ended up doing. But as long as you hit the exercise and have a lot of intention with growing them like we are, you're gonna be okay. Okay. We're gonna hit 2 more exercises of this same machine. Actually, Orion is behind me hitting it on the high squat machine because he doesn't like this machine. And whatever thing you do whatever machine you end up liking to use, that's gonna be the most optimal in general, because if you feel more comfortable doing it, you're gonna go harder, you're gonna go more intense. But we're gonna get done with this exercise here, hit the sauna, and I'll see you in the car. Alrighty guys, so just got done showering and stuff after the gym, and that was a great workout. And very good intensity, very good weight being pushed. Trying to grow the quads, trying to grow calves. Always, I feel like trying to do that. But great time hanging out and working out with Orion. I don't get to work out with people too often, so it was a blast, to be honest. Getting to converse with a friend and getting to catch up on things. But I'm about to go get ready for a wedding that we have in a few hours. But God bless every single one of you for watching this video and to sticking to the end. I really do appreciate it, and you guys are getting me one day closer to my goal of doing this, and just trying to inspire others and trying to give good information and lifting information that I learned from either school, studies, videos, things like that. But go get your workout, guys, in for the day. If you haven't, go get a protein shake in. I bet you can, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next one.